sit back, honey. Let's go.
Here I was, just minding my black business.
Hello, Saudi. I'm back for yet another video, and I hope you guys are having a great time. Welcome back to my channel, honey. Guys, what am I giving today? I don't know.
So gay.
Anyway, to my new subscribers, I'm also subscribers. Guys, this video is different from what I normally do, but I felt it was proper to make such video because I've been seeing a lot of people go through this lately. It's, you know, when you have so much to say and you're like, oh my god, this is crazy, something has to stop.
Y'all heard it, right?
Well, I was just over here minding my business as usual. You guys know me very well, and I saw some favorite YouTubers. I watched them, you know, and I love their content. I like what they do, but then people said that a lot of people have been going to what they call burnout. Some people would tell me that, oh my god, I'm new to YouTube and I don't know what to do. I'm trying to be like this person and I'm trying to be like that person, and then they tell me that they've watched so many videos up to the point where they're going crazy, and in the videos they've told them in order to get to this amount of subscribers you have to do this called niche down or niche up or niche down. And I'm here to say one thing. One of the rules for me is fuck the YouTube algorithm. I'm sorry, but I have to say it. No one is saying it. I've looked all over YouTube. No one is saying that word, like fuck the YouTube algorithm.
Point blank, period.
Guys, if you're a new content creator, please don't put yourself in such pressure of trying to please the YouTube algorithm. It doesn't work. It makes no sense. I've seen people who cripple their creativity because of the YouTube algorithm. They are praying that the YouTube algorithm will find them and expose their videos, and I'm like,
wait a minute, wait a minute.
Hold on. When you first started YouTube, why would you even have such thoughts to cripple yourself from the beginning? That restricts you. Guys, human beings, we are so complex. Let's be real. We are so complex, we are complicated, and that's what makes us sickening.
Hold on.
So when I see people trying to cripple themselves just to please the YouTube algorithm, I'm like, are you in, like, wait, are you in prison? Why would you restrict your brain from creating? If you're a content creator, you should create as your heart wishes and pleases you. Stop restricting yourself because of the YouTube algorithm, and that's why most people today are getting burnt out. And some of them are like, oh my god, I'm so huge on the platform, but I'm scared that if I put this content out, the YouTube algorithm will not figure it out and expose me to the audience. And I'm like, wait, hold on, back it up. Are you serious right now? I won't get as much views like I normally get on my other videos. I'm like,
hi, thank you.
Guys, I would advise that you create something that makes your heart happy, something that you're contented with, that when it comes that you're like, oh my god, I'm so happy I created that. Because I believe that every video you make is a piece of you you're leaving behind. And I just want you guys to know that, especially for new content creators, fuck the algorithm, do you. And I would also suggest that be authentic, be you, do you. Don't try to be like someone else because that person is already taken.
Oh,
That's what happens when people start putting themselves in other people's shoes and trying to be like others and trying to create something that would resemble someone else. Like, hello, you're just becoming an imitator rather than a creator. There's a difference between imitating and there's a difference between creating. Creating is on this side and imitating is on this side. You cannot put them together in one world. It doesn't work. It will never work.
if I was gonna give it to anybody, I had to give it to you.
And that's why I tell people, be so good that it hurts and be so freaky that it burns. I'm not saying that I should be a hoe because you guys know I'm a fakie, but what I mean is that, I'm just over here doing me. That's what I mean. Just be you, do you, that it hurts. Just be so sickening to yourself, like be true to yourself that it burns. That's what I meant by be so good that it hurts, and be so sickening or be so freaky that it burns.
Let's move right along.
For new content creators, I would suggest fuck the algorithm, fuck the YouTube algorithm, and create. Just create, because there's something beautiful about creating and people don't know it. They just feel, oh, let me just, what are you imitating others for? Like, really? Oh hell no!
Okay.
You guys guys know I always do me, and I'll always know. Guys, it's like being, you know, they say when you're young you should be wild, crazy and free, right? Also, when you become a new content creator, implement that into your creative process, which means when you're new to YouTube, consider yourself as being young, wild and free, which means go crazy with your ideas. Create. Don't try to be in a niche or create for a niche. Maybe later you can consider that, but I'm saying just do you, create as your heart pleases. And if you don't have any ideas of creating, ask your subscribers, they will tell you stuff to create.
Amen.
Create in such a way that you have 0 subscribers, but you're creating something for 1 million people to see. You see, that means you're creating with no restriction, you're creating with no expectation, but you are willing for people to see your videos in the future. Create for the future. Stop creating for that immediate initial recognition from others, because if you do that, it will only be a fleeting legacy, it will only be a fleeting occupation, it will only be a fleeting hobby for you. So I would recommend that, guys, you better be creating, honey, because I feel so bad when I hear someone says they are burnt out. They'll have like 1 million subscribers, but the view count they have is like 100,000 views. And that's because some of them have done the niching down to a point where the people that have been watching them have evolved, they've grown. And if your content is not growing, they would move on. You can see, let me say, someone that have been doing YouTube, let me say, for 10 years, they've been doing the same thing since they started. What's gonna happen? The people that you were, you know, your audience then, they've grown, they've evolved. Some of them are getting engaged, some of them are going to college. What you do then is no longer working for them, so you have to evolve your content. That's why niching down, it's sorry. Oh!
Allegedly.
This ain't no allegedly.
Oh God. I don't believe in niching down, especially for new content creators and for those that have been on the platform for so long, you know, and then they are scared of branching out. Then they are trying to create 1 million channels. Imagine having 10 channels for different ideas that you have in your head.
Wait a minute.
Then it's difficult for you to keep them up, all 10 channels. What's gonna happen? You will definitely be burnt out, right? That's why guys, if you look at the YouTube classic, is it the platform, you'll see they have what they call best for the viewers, and they have what they call tabs, playlists. I would suggest, if you have ideas, put them in those playlists rather than having 10, 20 channels, 5, 8 channels, and then you cannot keep up with each of them, and then you get burnt out. You're just wasting your energy and you're not utilizing your strengths in the right way.
And my Gammy said, that's a damn shame.
Guys, I've also seen where I'll see big YouTubers with millions of subscribers, because they've niched down their content to a certain point where they realize, you know, everything has a beginning and everything has an end. When you niche down your content to a certain point, you realize that you've utilized every branch of that niche. It's now difficult for you to create new ideas because your niche down is so tight that there is nothing new that you can see yourself to create any longer. So you have to start recycling your ideas. Like something you've done maybe 1 or 2 years ago, you bring that topic and bring it back to the present and still talk about the same thing. And I'm like, if there is nothing new, if it's not a 2.0, let me say there is a difference, you know, let me say something new came into that niche and you have to talk about it. You're giving them the same information but with a similar title and similar education. Hello, I don't think your audience are stupid.
Gag on some balls.
Like, if they're smart, they will know that it's the same. You just gave them the same knowledge you gave them 1 year ago and you're just making it look sweet. You see what I'm saying? So guys, go out there and create beyond your niche. Break the walls. It's like putting yourself in a ball, or like this bottle of water, for example, right? Once it's full, imagine this being a niche and then you have 4 bottles, different niches. Once this bottle is full, there is no more parts to go out to. That's why I say take out all these boundaries and create, because once this is full, you're stuck. there's nothing new and fresh to give to your audience. So why put yourself in a bottle and cock yourself there when you can bloom, honey, bloom, guys? You know, that's why if you look at my page, what do you see? I share my world with you guys, but I let you guys see the world through my own eyes. The way I see it is what I share with you guys, so you guys can see my perspective of how I see the world.
Gagging.
That's why when I see stuff, you know, being said in the news, if I have an opinion, you know, I'm like, oh guys, this is what I think. What do you guys think about it? You know, I always, yeah, because I cannot be like someone else. There's only one Dove Daniels, and every day I know that there's only one Dove Daniels, there's only one Ikine, there's only one Moi. So I have to, and there's only one. Hello, honey, how you doing? I was over here, mind my business. Even legend, but in the touch. It's one, it's more. Check the entire YouTube page, the entire YouTube as a whole, as a platform, and tell me if you see me, two of me.
Well, you don't have any.
Gagging.
It's one Dove Daniel. So I want you guys, when you go out there and create, know that it's one of you. There is no replica, and just show them how it's done. Do you be beautiful, okay?
Bomb. I'm just saying.
So especially when you're a creator, you know how it is, you know the process. So I would advise to new content creators and even seasoned content creators, if you would like to create, bitch, create and fuck the algorithm, fuck the YouTube algorithm. That's my advice to you guys, and that's why you guys know me. I'll be staying freaky here and doing me, honey, as usual. I have to say this because I know that someone out there needs this, what I'm saying today, that please don't let the YouTube algorithm affect the way you create your content. You should be the boss of your content, honey. You should be the boss of your page. You should be the boss of your name. Links to a page, links to a channel, and create like a badass bitch that you are, that boss ass bitch, okay?
Y'all having a good fucking time.
Love you guys so much, and I just wanted to put this out there because I've seen some of my content creators that I love to watch, like Luke Alexander is one of them. I've seen so many of them and they're like, I got burnt out and I just felt bad. I just wanted to hug them and say, oh, but you can see that they're scared to create because they're like, oh my god, what if I create and people don't accept, you know, the reception is poor? How, you know, that pressure can actually make you burn out even before you are intended to burn out. So just create beautiful stuff. Yeah, look, Alexander is one of them, and there are so many, but Luke is one of them that, you know, I was like, I knew I had to do a video where I just spread this out.
It's got to come with the receipt.
So in my opinion, keep creating what you do, keep loving what you do, and just forget about the YouTube algorithm. And like I said one last time, fuck the YouTube algorithm, okay? Anyway, I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to see you guys soon in the next video. I'm from Salvies, and that's those. Bye, guys. Oh!
Allegedly.
This ain't no allegedly.
Hold on.